Hi and welcome back to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗀. Today we're going to be taking a look at SingularityNet and specifically the price action of the AGIX. Guys, as we get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then do subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you will not miss another update. Right, so let's get into some technical analysis then on SingularityNet. So we have unfortunately got a limited amount of information for technical analysis, but there is some things that we can talk about on these charts. Now, a weekly chart isn't really viable because there's just not enough information, but we can, of course, take a look at the daily and the hourly, okay? So for those who do not know, SingularityNet is an artificial intelligence-based platform, and they are very, very famous for things like 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧𝗧 the robot, and if you're not familiar with that, then do check out some YouTube videos and do some research on 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧𝗧 the robot. First artificial intelligence robot that has actually created an NFT and has been on the open market and sold the NFTs as well. So very, very interesting things happening in that space. Obviously, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧𝗧 has a little sister called Grace, working within the medical industry. And of course, they do a lot of work with Hanson Robotics, etc. Now, SingularityNet, when you actually research the project, they do a lot, or originally were kind of like talking about how they wanted to create a decentralized marketplace for artificial intelligence. This has been hindered by the Ethereum blockchain, just not being able to basically get things across the line. It's not fast enough, it's not scalable enough, etc. And as a result, SingularityNet is moving over to the Cardano ecosystem. Well, say moving over, it's built on both, right? It's obviously on the Ethereum chain as well as being built on the Cardano chain, which is why we now have a new token, right? It used to be called AGI, it's now AGIX, and X basically means that you can intersect any blockchain. That's the idea between it, right? So what you look for is basically SingularityNet, and basically going to be that kind of project that links into other chains. That's the idea, and obviously be able to leverage that artificial intelligence, right? So it's an interesting project. It's got so much potential, in my opinion. We did catch up with Dr. 𝗕𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗃, CEO of SingularityNet not too long ago, so check the channel out if you want to know more from him, and some of the reasonings behind moving from Ethereum to Cardano. Very, very interesting, very insightful, and you'll learn a lot more about what is going on with SingularityNet. Now, SingularityNet also has a couple of spin-offs. SingularityDAO, we speak about this one all the time as well, which is artificial intelligence meets DeFi. Lots of fantastic things going on there. And again, there's another spin-off called 𝗬𝗏, and 𝗬𝗏 is all about sharing computer resources, but for specific AI processes. So a lot of fantastic things are happening on the horizon here, and some things that just were not really capable of doing before Cardano. So do expect great things from this project going further forward. Now, on that note, as we get into the technical analysis, and the reason that we have very limited amount of information is obviously the new smart contract with the new AGIX. The previous AGI did have an interesting all-time high and a low, which actually then indicated about an $8, if I could draw an $8 price target associated with it. Okay, now we don't get that from this new token because there's insufficient amount of data, but the way that things have been moving so far and the price surge to the upside, this dollar that's currently a part of the 4.236 is very, very low target. Okay, we've already taken out the first target, the second, the third, and the fourth will come in due course. Now, so for me personally, not that I can remember all of the targets that we had set out, $8 is the kind of peak where things in my mind were going. So I'm looking forward to some pretty interesting price discovery for AGIX during this run. It's currently current price now is 51 cents. So again, progressing quite nicely on this daily chart. We just entered the world of overbought, slight pullback recently, but still pushing up with our stochastic RSI. We can see that previously we were up in the overbought area for quite some time. We had this small pullback in the middle here when we were rejected from our 786 area, pulling down just below the 618. This actually then took us down to the oversold area and allowed us to then do this next step. So what we'll be looking for in the next little while, next few days or so, will be a pullback Nothing too major, but a nice kind of back test. So if we just push up a little bit towards our 2.618, a back test on the 1.618, that should be enough to then get us above that next level. So we'll look to trade sideways, or say take our stochastic sideways whilst we basically push up a little bit further before that back test occurs, take the momentum out, and then push on up again. So there's lots of things to look forward to here on this daily chart, loads of progression still to occur, and some good price targets to actually go after for AGI. Now, when we actually jump down into our hourly view, again, we get to see what's going on, right? We can see there are some sideways trades and some corrections that have been occurring just in here, right? We have this one wick going up quite high and low, and then bouncing back to the upside. We can see that the stochastic's actually on the way down to the oversold area. So if we can just continue this for a little bit longer, we'll be ready and primed to take that next step to the upside. So again, everything is looking very, very good from the hourly perspective as well. And not too much not too much to really be concerned with at this point. Everything is working out quite nicely. Good push to the upside since we've lost this yellow area now, and we can progress past our first target. So I'm just going to jump back up into our daily chart. So the first price target for us was 48.7 cent on this Fibonacci. That's now been taken out. So this is going to be a key area for us now to basically back test on the support and turn to a support line. Going the second target though is 72.1, only really a small hop from there because it wasn't that long ago that we were down here where we were at 23 cents. So we've gained quite a lot of momentum very quickly. So 72 cent is the next target, followed by 95 and $1.09. Now again, like I said, $8 is the, if I can even draw today. So $8 is the actual target I have set out. So I'll be watching that and monitoring that closely. But again, I'm expecting significant price discovery for AGI. And specifically as we start to see smart contracts roll out on Cardano, once we start to see that the actual launch of SingularityNET on the Cardano ecosystem, I think this is absolutely going to surge to the upside and going to expect some fantastic price discovery that goes along with it. So guys, I wanted to give this brief update on the progress of AGI. Hopefully you have found it useful and informative. If you have, hit the like button. I really appreciate that. If you are new, do subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here. Right, with that said, done, and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.